sit under the apple tree and wonder what lies ahead. We're hoping for the best, but there's a lingering fear in the background that we're not worthy and we're going to mess it all up. And so we dream. Dreams are what inspire us to be the best that we can be, the best that we never thought that we could be. And dreams are what we create when we look into the future and plan or plot or hope. We look forward to so many things, simple and complex. Each year I dream of returning to the CNE with my children and grandchildren and screaming as we plunge down the wild mouse or feel our shoulders rip into the expected pain of the harness holding us secure in the remix. We look forward to Santa Claus fulfilling our wishes in stockings and under the tree, or the Easter Bunny hiding our eggs behind a myriad of clues. We look to the certainty of the changing seasons that welcome new dreams and concerns and delights. The buds pushing through the cold soil to welcome the spring. The festival of flowers and fruits and vegetables of the late summer crop. The crowning glory of the panoply of autumn's glory, and the frozen crystal that proclaims the winter freeze. How do we resist these commands of the changing seasons, of the call to a future unknown? We know that the seasons will change. We know that the harvest will come. We know that the moon will circle the earth and that the tides will rise in the seas. What we do not know is our future. We do not know what we will be or become. We do not know if we will have the courage to continue faithful to Christ, or if we'll falter and fail and walk away from all that has meaning in life. And so it goes. The future is uncertain. The challenges that lie ahead unknown. We seek to learn from the paths that we've trod, the mistakes that we've made. But most of all, we want to know that our future will make a difference. We want to have control. We want our efforts to be rewarded. We want to know that we will be successful and what path to take to get there. And we each have our own measures for success. And there are so many choices that are made with little thought. Some because we've been conditioned by our families. We grow up expecting to go to university or to work in the family business. For some, marriage and children are the pinnacle of life's goals. Dreams of travel into space or climbing Mount Everest. For others, a profession or a career or starting one's own business, being an apprentice or being a mentor can be the goal. How about owning a house or traveling the world? In what order do these things take place? And sometimes we get stuck with so much to consider in making decisions and choosing a path that we reach the point where we become immobile and just give up on deciding or planning. It's one thing to look back at high school and saying, I always did really well in math and science, so I guess it's medical school or engineering or architecture or research or teaching or grad school and with so many options, inaction becomes the option. Important decisions can't be made lightly, but endless research and questioning without decisions, well, that's not the answer either. So you complete the forms and choose some courses, and next term you get to try again. One of the things that is hardest to learn is that decisions don't need to be forever. You go to medical school and discover you really, in your heart, do not like telling people bad news or even being around sick people. Just because you've invested money and time in learning that does not mean that you have to stick through to the end. Graduate and spend the rest of your life miserably working at it. Maybe it really was the intricate patterns you drew in the margins of your science notebooks, rather than the subjects themselves that provide the answers. Maybe it is art school and textile design that is your calling. So go for it. One of the lessons that's hard to learn is that things that come easy are still worthwhile. Too often one takes for granted that because 3 languages have been mastered from hanging around the homes of friends is just an accident, instead of a gift that might be pursued. A teacher, a travel agent, an interpreter, who knows? Did chemistry appeal to you because it had a lot of similarities to your passion in discovering new tastes when cooking Sunday dinner for the family? Or was it the other way around? Whether you end up as a chemist, a food critic, or a chef, that remains to be seen. Life is full of decisions. To live in an apartment or a house, to live in the excitement of downtown or the calm of the suburbs, or in the peace of a cabin in the woods. Decisions, decisions, decisions. To backpack across Europe and stay in hostels after high school, or wait for the luxury hotel and first-class travel after making your name in business. To marry your high school sweetheart and delight in a house full of children, or wait until you're more mature, established, and self-sufficient, and have only one. To stick with the faith of your family or explore until you find one that gets you up and off to church each Sunday. To live with your parents or move out, and what happens when they're ready to move in with you? Or would everybody be happier if the decision is to choose the seniors building down the street? From the color you paint the kitchen to the country in which the kitchen is located, decision-making is a lifelong challenge. Taking time to think, to establish priorities, to talk things over with those who care or who are experienced is important. But assuring yourself that nothing is forever, that you can backtrack, admit you made a mistake, and then you can decide to move forward into more fertile fields, well, that's liberating. Explore who you are. Discover what works for you. And then commit to keeping an open mind that will evaluate successes and failures and treat them both alike as tools teaching you something new about yourself and opening new choices for your future. It's all part of the glorious adventure that is ever-changing and evolving. That is life. We either embrace life with all its challenges, successes, and disappointments. We make our choices, we embark on our dreams. Consequences be damned. And in chasing our dreams, sometimes we have to make lemonade out of lemons. The alternative is that we become like flotsam in the sea, pushed about by the waves and the tides without objective or destination. And that is the choice, to dare and to do. Enjoy the journey. Being at the tiller is far more fun than being the passenger with no say in the destination. So may it ever be. Amen. Go for a walk. Lie on your back and gaze up at the clouds. Dream. So many doors that can be opened if you only grasp the handle. It's your life. Do not waste it.